quick. Let me stand. Hi, this is Denise Cassidy. I'm live on air. This is a test of line 1. Okay.
Good evening. This is meteorologist Kerry Cooper with a winter weather update. Of course, the snow is on its way. It will arrive here in southeast Texas probably around midnight, maybe a little bit after. And of course, we have those weather impact alert days coming up for the next couple of days. We'll start off by showing you there is a winter storm warning in effect for all the viewing area, not only tonight, but also for tomorrow. It looks like the snow will be ending a little bit earlier than it looked like yesterday. It looks like the snow will be out of here maybe around the noon hour, maybe even before tomorrow. So that's certainly some good news there. But the winter storm severity index still showing some moderate to major problems we could have in spots, especially on some of the elevated roadways and bridges coming up late tonight, tomorrow. Now let's start out with Futurecast, 7 o'clock. Of course, it's going to be cold. It's been cold all day, but no precipitation yet. Notice we'll stop this at 10 o'clock tonight. Snow beginning to work in from the west and northwest that time. This may be a little bit fast, but thinking more like midnight and after, but of course we'll keep an eye on that. But temperature still even a little bit above freezing at that time, then pretty much turning to snow around midnight. And as we head throughout the overnight hours, pretty good coverage of snow at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning coming in from the west and northwest. Of course, we'll be below freezing at 27 degrees. Snow continuing overnight tonight, but watch how quickly it moves out tomorrow. Here's 9 o'clock in the morning. The back edge is just to our west, so this may be out of here before 11 o'clock in the morning, the way it's looking now. Of course, bitter cold temperatures and wind chills in the teens. The snow is gone definitely by noon. We'll start clearing out, and temperatures, we'll be lucky to hit freezing tomorrow. We may actually hit 32, 33, may get a degree or two above freezing tomorrow because it looks like the sun's going to come out a little bit earlier as well than it looked like yesterday. So that's even more good news. And of course, that hard freeze we're expecting tomorrow night. Now, right now, we're still expecting 1 to 2 inches of snow in the lakes. I know you were wanting more, but your chances have gone down up in the lakes area, but still some 1 to 2 inch snows possible in the lakes. Interstate 10, we're still projecting, let's say 2 to 4, maybe some isolated 5s and 6s here and there. I think still the heavier stows and some of the bands may set up just south of the triangle, say from Port Arthur back down to Sabine Pass on over into southwestern Louisiana. Don't know that 100% yet because we'll be nowcasting as we head toward daybreak tomorrow. So tomorrow morning around daybreak, we'll have a better handle what the exact totals will be. We just can't say right now. It's just too hard to do. It's almost impossible, but expect 1 to 2 inches in the lakes, and let's say maybe 2 to 4 along Interstate 10, and maybe a little bit more down along the coastline. Of course, we have that cold weather advisory in effect. Also, when you wake up in the morning with the snow falling, temperatures will be in the mid-20s, so very, very cold. Factor in the winds in the morning, the wind chills with temperatures in the 20s will be in the teens. So a bitter cold Tuesday morning coming up with that snow falling. And once again, as that snow moves out, the snow will end at noon or before, which is good news. We'll clear out in the afternoon. Sun will come out, may get a degree or two above freezing, so that we'll still have some problems with probably some of the bridges and elevated roadways. Hopefully some of the streets will be okay since the pavement's still pretty warm across the region. Now, weather impact alert coming up for tonight, tomorrow. We're expecting, as we said, maybe 2 to 4 inches in the triangle, 1 to 2 up in the lakes. Some higher totals in isolated spots. There's always possible there, especially dealing with snow. And then we'll be dealing with a hard freeze coming up. And here it is Wednesday morning. That's bitter cold there because you got to remember, we get a couple inches of snow tomorrow. You have snow on the ground. It's clear. Skies are clear tomorrow night. Very little wind. It's going to drop like a rock. Temperatures will be in the teens for lows coming up for Wednesday morning. That may be a little cold over toward Lake Charles at 4 degrees, but do expect some teens for lows across the region coming up for Wednesday morning. And in fact, temperatures Thursday morning, still bitter cold. It'll be clear, but still cold, mid-20s. Look at that. Very, very cold across the region coming up, but slowly warming up as we head throughout the course of the end of the week. Now, radar's pretty quiet for now, but that'll be changing later tonight. Of course, already some precipitation developing to our southwest, right around San Antonio, and also just to the west of Victoria. And all this will be developing and spreading in later tonight. So it looks like the prime time for the snows, the heaviest snows in the triangle is actually going to be toward daybreak. Let's say around 4 or 5 in the morning till around 9 or 10 a.m. Then after that, everything will be ending. Things pretty quiet right now. We are overcast. We are above freezing, so that's good news there. Temperatures running in the mid to upper 30s across southeast Texas. So once again, we're looking at probably 1 to 2 inches in the lakes area, inland southeast Texas, of snow, 2 to 4 along Interstate 10. And then farther south you go, especially Mid-County, Port Arthur, Sabine Pass, maybe picking up a little bit more than that, especially on over into Louisiana. Of course, stay with 12 News. We'll have another update coming up on 12 News coming up a little bit later.